Everyone wants to be happy, but no one really knows what happiness is. We get told by society, if you buy a car, you will be happy. If you get a six-pack, you will be happy. If you improve your life, if you get a girlfriend, if you make money, if you have a career and financial freedom or financial stability, you will be happy. But is that really the case? Because you know when you buy a certain item, maybe you've bought your first car, maybe you've achieved the physique that you wanted to achieve, maybe you've got the girlfriend that you wanted to get for a very long time and you worked super hard towards it. You will feel happy for about 2 weeks and then this feeling just fades. And it's a feeling we try to feel as much as possible and hold on to as long as possible, but it fades away and then we search for the next thing to make us happy. And then we again try to hold on to it as long as possible, but it just fades away again. But what if I tell you that you can flip on your happiness switch in your brain by focusing on the 6 things which I will talk about in this video? So let me tell you my story. I started self-improvement 2 years ago and I thought that when I get the body that I want to have, I will be happy. I thought that when I get the amazing girlfriend that I have now, I will be happy. I thought that when I buy a new phone and I buy a new camera and I move out of my parents' house and I do all of these amazing things and I have more freedom and I'm getting a car and I get my driver's license, which will all happen soon, I will be happy. But it turns out that that's not the case. I get the feeling of happiness and then it's fleeting again. I bought a new camera yesterday, which you can see. I felt happy for 30 seconds maybe, and then the feeling just went away and I went to my normal happiness baseline. I bought a new microphone, I got a new gift from my girlfriend. All of those things are amazing, but the feeling of happiness just goes away and you return to the baseline. And then you get addicted to wanting to feel happy. Like most people's primary goal, my primary goal for a long time was trying to be happy. But that's a very self-destructive goal. Because a lot of people say, when X, then Y. But I will cover that later. There are different types of happiness. So let's start with transient happiness. This is basically the bad happiness. It's temporary joy you feel from an external stimulus. So like I said, from buying a car, accomplishing a goal, getting that girlfriend, getting a six-pack, whatever it might be. And most people chase the transient happiness because it's promoted by society. Society puts into the system and says, okay, go to school, write good grades. When you write good grades, you're gonna be happy. Then when you write good grades, you're gonna get a degree. When you have a degree, you're gonna be happy. When you get a degree, get a job. When you get a good and fulfilling job, you're gonna be happy. Then you make money. When you make money, you're gonna be happy. Then you can buy a car and a flat and a house, and then you're gonna be happy. And then when you retire, you're gonna be happy because you don't have to work anymore. And it just continues to go on and on and on, but we're never really happy. So there's also another type of happiness which is called pure happiness. Pure happiness happens in moments of the present, of awareness, of the now. Let me ask you a question. How many times are you actually present in the moment? How many times are you watching Netflix? How many times are you in the cinema? How many times are you eating? And you're not present in the moment. You don't focus on the movie. You don't focus on the taste of the food. You're just in your mind thinking about the coming up exam next week, thinking about something which happens in the past, dwelling on the past. Here's a present which will give you happiness and enjoyment and all will give you everything that you need, but you're constantly in the past or the future. And this happens to me as well because I'm a very anxious person as I have a generalized anxiety disorder. I'm in my head, stuck in my head 90% of the day. I'm not present. The only time when I'm actually present is when I'm recording these videos because I can just let out my thoughts and focus on giving you value. That's why I love recording videos. That's why I will never stop. I have a motivator which is greater than money or greater than anything else because I'm focused. I'm like in a flow state. I'm happy doing this. But like I said, a lot of people are either in the past and thinking about past mistakes. What could I have done better? What could I have done different? Why did I do this? Why did this happen? And they focus on things which they cannot control. Or they worry about the future and they are worried about the coming up exam. They're worried about the new job interview that they have next week or something that might happen tomorrow or a conversation that you have to have with a family member which you don't really enjoy or like something you're scared of, but you're not present in the moment. And when the present moment gives you everything you need to be happy. It gives you the stimulation that you need to be happy. When you're eating food right now in the moment, just try to taste the taste of the food as much as possible. Try to enjoy the movie as much as possible. But like, You know how in concerts people are using their phones and like recording the show? They are not present in the moment. They are using their energy to record the festival, the concert, and then review it later on a phone, which will give you about like 25% of the stimulation that you would have gotten if you were just completely present in the moment and enjoying the concert. Like really focusing on your senses, like on the music that you're listening to in the concert, the taste of maybe the sausage or whatever you ate there, the smell of like popcorn or whatever it might be, or maybe the sweat of the guys dancing around, whatever it might be. But most people choose to not be present. They're on their phones, they're recording it to then review it for like 25% of the stimulation and happiness they would have gotten by being present and actually paying attention to what is happening. And this might sound weird, but I actually really enjoy writing exams, because when I'm writing an exam, this also goes for hard working, like when I'm scripting videos, when I'm doing something productive, when I'm working on my community and course, I feel happy because I don't have any thoughts in my mind. I am present. I enjoy every single second of the moment. The same goes for recording these videos. Like, I don't have any thoughts in my mind right now. And that is like the most amazing thing which you can have, like this pure happiness. And to increase this pure happiness and to make you more happier, I will give you now 6 levers that can influence your happiness. And the first one is gratitude. So you're just thankful for your circumstances. You're thankful for what you have. And the good thing is, everyone can be grateful for something. Even kids in Africa that are starving, that have a bad home, that are suffering because of slavery or whatever it might be, or the kids in Iraq or Ukraine where there's like a war going on. I won't go into that topic, but they could still be happy by doing these 6 things. And the first thing is being grateful. They can still be grateful that they're alive. They can be grateful for the food that they have, for the shelter. And you can be grateful for the small things like this protein shaker. Like, imagine if I wouldn't have this protein shaker. How much would my life be worse? Probably not a lot, but why not acknowledge the gratitude of this thing? With this protein shaker, I can mix my protein shakes, which means it's quick and easy, and I can take protein in to achieve my goal of wanting to be fit and lean and achieve my dream body. Without this thing, my life would have been a tiny bit worse. Now again, with this headset, I can talk to my friends online. I can listen to music. I can watch my own videos. I can watch educational stuff and listen to it. I'm grateful for this. What about, it can be anything, as you can see. I can be grateful about the chair that I can sit on right now and record this video. So the first thing to being happier out of the 6 is being grateful. The next thing is autonomy. Autonomy is basically freedom and being able to do whatever you want, or at least acknowledging the power or the opportunity that you can choose and have the freedom that you want. Because if you're watching this video, you have internet, you have access to the internet, which probably shows me you're living in a quite safe place with a nice house, a nice environment, and you're basically free to do whatever you want. Like, you can maybe don't have a driver's license, and of course you have to like listen to the rules of society and the system, but you can pretty much do whatever you want. Like, if you want to eat, you can go into the store and buy food. If you want to talk to someone, you can go and do that. If you want to look something up on the internet, you can do that. You're not restricted by most of the things that you want to do. If you want to go to a country or to a city nearby, you can hop on the bus and go there. And we all have this freedom, this opportunity, and we're all able to make choices, but we kind of forget. It's kind of like, the human always adapts to the new standards. So we always get used to our behaviors, we always get used to our circumstances, and we get used to the freedom and the choices that we can take. So just by acknowledging that you have this freedom can make you much happier. The third thing is purpose. Purpose is like this thing which, again, I don't really understand, and most people don't understand. I've used the Ikigai to find my purpose, which is basically just asking me, what do I love? What do I enjoy doing? What does the world need? And how can I make money with that? I asked myself these 4 questions, and I found the overlap, and I found out that it's YouTube, helping other people. That's how I found my purpose. But purpose can make you happier because it gives you a bigger reason than yourself. It gives you a guide to your life when you're in hard circumstances. Life can sometimes be tough. I'm in a quite tough period right now. And my purpose helping other people, recording videos and working on my business is giving me a greater reason to like live, to be existing. Because why would you live if you're not leaving anything behind? Why would you live if you're not accomplishing anything? Just imagine a movie where the main character is just sitting in his bed, in his room, consuming Netflix or whatever, but never creating. I believe that we as humans are made to create, whether that's helping society or whatever it might be, helping other people out, creating something positive is like the main reason of humans, in my opinion. And I'm creating something positive with this video by influencing you, by speaking about happiness and hopefully making your life a bit better. But you can also use that in your daily life, like creating something meaningful for other people, whether it's a gift or maybe just a nice thank you or giving someone money. Like all of these things contribute to making the world a better place, even if it's just tiny, and some people say it's insignificant. It is a positive change, and for some people it can mean the whole world. If it just, and maybe it just means nothing to you, but for some people it can mean a lot. So like having purpose can make you really happy. The next thing on the list is improvement. We are all on self-improvement. I'm on self-improvement. Maybe you are, maybe you're not, maybe you want to get into self-improvement, but that you're watching this shows me that you want to improve something. You want to improve your happiness in your life, right? And improvement is basically just satisfying this feeling of knowing that you're moving forward, that you're seeing progress. Because again, imagine you're like just consuming, you're not creating anything, you're not moving forward. You're just like a shell, you're empty. But when you do something, when you create something, when you improve something, when you improve yourself, maybe your relationships, maybe you improve the life of other people, you fill up this shell with like joy and happiness and a reason again to live by improving. Like I couldn't imagine myself still living without being on self-improvement. It's the greatest thing that has ever happened to me. Improving myself. Like it just makes me so proud of myself and so just like this amazing feeling of looking to the mirror and seeing that my biceps grew by 1 inch over the last month or whatever it might be. Or seeing that I got 1 new subscriber on YouTube. It's just like this growth and this knowing you are heading into the right direction, knowing you are moving forward and seeing the progress. The next thing on the list is supportive relationships. It's kind of self-explanatory, but it's like friends and family. So having like social connections is actually one of the biggest things contributing to your happiness. People that experience loneliness and that are lonely are actually more likely to get diseases, to get sick and to die sooner. There are studies on that, you can look it up. I'm not making this up. Loneliness can decrease your health. It can increase your heart rate, it can increase the risk of getting cancer, and it can lead to depression, anxiety, and all of those things which we don't want to have in our lives. So everyone is family probably. Actually, it's weird that I'm saying that because I literally just moved out of my house and away from my family to focus on myself, but I still have social connections. I still have a loving and amazing girlfriend, and I don't know what I would do without her, you know? Like I could still live without her, but she's giving me like the support, and I can share my wins and my accomplishments with her, also with friends, and I can like have like a shoulder to lean on. And just like the joy of having a nice dinner and eating together can save a life. And just knowing that there's someone listening to you, just knowing that there's someone seeing your progress, because self-improvement can be very lonely because most people are not on self-improvement, is absolutely amazing. And the last thing is health. Again, this is self-explaining, but health is the most important step, because without good health, without being healthy, all of the other 5 points are nearly impossible to achieve. Like if you have bad health, let's say you're sitting in a wheelchair, maybe you're mentally retarded. How are you gonna show gratitude? Like you could still be grateful that you're not dead and you can't walk, but you're in a wheelchair. But if you're mentally retarded and you can't walk or something like that, and you can't properly think, it's quite hard to be grateful. It's also quite hard to have like freedom, because of course you still have a certain amount of freedom, but you can't walk and you're mentally retarded, so you're not able to think or do whatever you want because you're restricted by your retardedness. And then also purpose. If you're not thinking clearly and you're not like normal in your head, I'm not trying to insult anyone, you can not really find a purpose and maybe not go after the purpose. Like imagine your purpose is running, but you're sitting in a wheelchair. Done. And relationships also like quite hard to fulfill. Of course, you can still have family and like a girlfriend that support you, but a lot of things you have to like a lot of things you can't do when you're sitting in a wheelchair and you're mentally retarded. Maybe you can't love someone properly because of your retardedness. Maybe you can't have like sexual connection to someone because you're sitting in a wheelchair, whatever it might be. So health is very important for happiness. And when you're feeling healthy, when you're feeling strong, when you're feeling fit, when you're feeling like this mental clarity, and you know that you're high performing, you're proud of yourself, you get happier by that. Like, you probably know this feeling of, oh damn, I'm healthy. Or maybe not. Maybe you know the opposite feeling of, oh damn, I've been eating junk food. And the things you eat directly impact the way you feel. Like, your stomach is very connected to your mental health and how you feel. And especially if you exercise and if you're eating right, you end up gonna feel more happier and healthy, which is like the main point of all of the other points. So I hope that I could inspire you, maybe wake you up and give you like a call to action with this, to at least put one thing of the things I listed above into your life. So quickly to recap, pick out one of these things and put it into your life, or maybe improve it in your life if you have all of them already. Health, supportive relationships, so friends and family, improvement, purpose, autonomy, so freedom, and gratitude. And you can just start and implement that very easily into your life by just writing down 3 things you're grateful for, by acknowledging the freedom that you want to have, by finding your purpose using the Ikigai, which I've made a video on as well, by getting onto self-improvement or maybe improving a certain area of your life, whether it's a relationship, yourself, your health, whatever. Supportive relationships, maybe getting a girlfriend, maybe being nicer to your girlfriend, being nicer to your family, giving back to the world, and your health, taking care of yourself, not taking drugs, not doing stupid shit, not eating junk food, drinking enough water, having a balanced diet, and working out and exercising enough. So, if this video was beneficial to you, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. You can book a free one-on-one call with me, first link in the description, and you can also sign up to my free weekly newsletter. I'm not trying to sell you anything, I'm just trying to help you on your self-improvement journey and give out as much value as possible completely for free. And thanks for watching. Please take action.